You are enough. Good evening, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a message that's been shared before but is rarely believed. It's a message that, if you let it sink into your heart, could change your entire life. That message is simple: you are enough. Let those words linger for a moment. You are enough. It's a powerful statement, and yet, in a world that constantly tells us we need more, that we need to be more, it can feel impossible to believe. From the moment we are born, society begins to tell us what we should be. We are told we need to succeed, to achieve, to earn, to create, to do more. Social media amplifies this message, bombarding us with images of perfection, wealth, beauty, and success. We are constantly made to feel like we are running a race, chasing a version of ourselves that may never exist. We ask ourselves, am I enough? And often, the answer we hear inside is, no. We look at our lives, comparing them to others, and we come up short. I'm not successful enough. I'm not attractive enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough. This chorus of self-doubt plays on a loop in our minds. But I want to ask you, who told you that? Who convinced you that you weren't enough? You see, the truth is, no one can define your worth but you. No amount of external validation, no number of likes, no promotion at work, no amount of money in your bank account, no relationship, no status symbol, can ever define who you are, and yet, we let the world define us, don't we? We give away our power to other people's opinions, to societal standards, to the expectations of others. But tonight, I want to invite you to take that power back. You are enough. Not because of what you've done or what you'll accomplish. Not because of your job, or your grades, or your looks. You are enough simply because you exist. Let me say that again, you are enough, just as you are. Right now. In this very moment. I know some of you might be thinking, but I haven't done anything extraordinary. I haven't achieved my goals yet. I have so many flaws, so many things I wish I could change about myself. But I want to challenge that thinking. Because being enough doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean you stop growing or striving to be the best version of yourself. Being enough means understanding that your worth is not tied to your achievements or your mistakes. It means accepting that who you are, at your core, is already whole. Think about a newborn baby. That baby hasn't accomplished anything yet. It hasn't written a bestseller, climbed the corporate ladder, or become famous. Yet, when we look at a newborn, we don't say, you need to do more to be enough. We instinctively know that the baby is enough just as it is, with all its potential, all its imperfections, and all its possibilities. So why, as adults, do we lose that understanding? Why do we suddenly believe that we need to earn our worth? That we have to hustle for approval, that we have to prove that we are enough? It's because we've been conditioned to think this way. We've been fed a lie that our value is based on what we do, rather than who we are. But here's the beautiful truth: you don't need to earn your place in this world. You already belong. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You already matter. This isn't to say that growth, ambition, and self-improvement aren't important. Of course they are. We should all strive to become better versions of ourselves, to grow, to learn, to challenge ourselves. But we must do so from a place of love and acceptance, not from a place of lack. You see, the difference between striving from a place of lack and striving from a place of wholeness is profound. When you believe you're not enough, everything you do is driven by fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of rejection. You push yourself to exhaustion, trying to fill a void that can never be filled by external accomplishments. But when you believe that you are enough, something magical happens. You start to strive from a place of love, not fear. You pursue your goals not because you feel incomplete without them, but because they align with your passion, your purpose, and your joy. You no longer chase approval or validation. You no longer live in the shadow of not enough. Instead, you live in the light of your own worth. And that light shines brighter than anything the world can offer. So tonight, I want you to take a deep breath and reflect on this question. What would your life look like if you truly believed you were enough? Imagine waking up each day knowing that you are already whole. That you don't need to compete or compare. That you don't need to hustle for your worth. How would that change the way you show up in the world? Would you be kinder to yourself? Would you stop tearing yourself down for every mistake? Would you allow yourself to rest without guilt? Would you pursue your passions with joy, instead of fear? You see, believing that you are enough doesn't just change the way you feel, it changes the way you live. It frees you from the chains of perfectionism, comparison, and self-doubt. It gives you the courage to be authentically you, unapologetically, and that's what the world truly needs. Not a perfect version of you, but the real you, the one who is flawed, messy, beautiful, and enough. So, my friends, I leave you with this: when the world tells you that you need to do more, to be more, to achieve more, I want you to pause. Take a deep breath. And remember that you are already enough. You are enough. Thank you.